underway. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Rice's offense comes onto the field first today. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week, 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Slips through the line. The ball pops out on the return. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks.
On the ready. Here we go. Set.
Smith wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Okay, ready?
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route.
Touchdown, UTSA! Quick strike through the air for the score. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. 1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Snagged in the middle. It's Schwartz.
That's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires complete on the crosser. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Owls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gives to the big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish. And in the end zone. Touchdown, Rice. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's Anderson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab near the marker is Anderson. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Roadrunners want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the move. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
1st and goal, UTSA.
They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Goes to the option. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break, and it's UTSA on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Get set, get set.
Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Smith wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Caught in the backfield. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brown has it. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Makes the catch. It's Brown. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Roadrunners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Finds his big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They go to the ground. Quick spin on the run. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And they may have got the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here comes the offense on second down. Handoff to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Fires one high and deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Smith dropping to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're...
He's going for the big play. And this was knocked away incomplete, but it looked like a free play. Defense in the neutral zone. Let's check the call.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says thank you very much. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Rice rushes to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Here's a heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
He's got an open man. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Still looking on the move. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, UTSA.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. Smith wants to throw. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback extends the play. Big fella moving. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. And the holder, they fake it, pitch it to the tight end. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston.
And the Owls will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Oh, he got loose. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
But you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration in front.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Roadrunners are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Touchdown, UTSA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the 1st. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Find some fresh air. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Let's go. Sticks it in his belly. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Smith wants to throw. He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
The Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jones. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Atkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. He leaves it with his back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him. That into a big gain and a 1st down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, it's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 91 in punt formation to kick it away.
And the returner is stopped. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Final play of the quarter coming. Smith dropping to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of it. Somehow it's 2nd and 7.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
As a defensive lineman, let me tell you something. This is hunting season. This is when you pin your ears back and you absolutely fly to the quarterback, and you can see it. They know it's pass, and they get to him again.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Can't connect on his first throw.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give on the counter. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Roadrunners are on the move. Smith wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown Owls. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington State is getting dominated today. And friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 22 to Auburn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Throws to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. 22. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Roadrunners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Smith dropping to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. With the catch, it's Williams. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Plows through the defense.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Fires to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This is what an elite team does. They know their